May you live in such a way that others say, she is a woman who, though ordinary, somehow stands out and has a beautiful story to tell. These are the words by Dr. Daisaku Ikeda. And with this beautiful thought, hello and welcome to this brand new episode, or rather, a very special episode of Bachpan Ke Pitare Se, an award winning podcast that aims to bring smile on listeners' face. And you are listening to me, your host, Deepa, and I am the founder of this podcast. For the first time listeners of this podcast, I would like to share a little bit of myself. I am a language facilitator turned performance storyteller, author, and podcaster. At present, you have tuned in to listen to Bachpan Ke Pitare Se, where I tell stories and recite poems. Also, I take the liberty to talk about topics and have discussions about them, the topics that are close to my heart. In previous episodes, if you scroll down, you will find that recently we had concluded a series called Hashtag Podcast of Hope. Before that, we were celebrating Indian languages through stories and folk tales being narrated in Indian regional languages. Before that, we had experts and individuals who shared their insights and journeys on very special series called Hashtag Flying Colors. This series of Hashtag Flying Colors will always remain very special series for me because it had won me and Bachpan Ke Pitare Se our first award. Yes, it was Spotify Spotlight of the Month in 2023. And last year in 2024, Bachpan Ke Pitare Se was one of those finalists, top 3 finalists of Hubhopper Awards for the best storytelling podcast. And you know what? These awards actually have given me that much needed validation that I'm on the right track. Whatever I am doing is being heard, is making sense to people. It's creating positive ripples in people's lives. Well, let me not bore you with all this information and let's move ahead in the episode. So, in the beginning of the episode, I mentioned this to be a very special episode because I'm going to make a couple of special announcements for all of you. And I'm sure you would love them. But before I make those announcements, let me share a small story with you. So, back in 2021, when the whole world had come to a standstill, everyone had to stay indoors, people were stuck. Nobody knew when things would normalize. Yes, you guessed it right. I'm talking about the pandemic. It was a time of uncertainty, isn't it? While people were still working, students were still studying in online mode. The homemakers, elderly people, daily wage laborers, and many, countless people had lost a lot of things, including their me time. And all of a sudden, people had to live with each other 24 by 7. There was no stepping out. So it's like we all live in families, we love to be amongst the people whom we love, right? Near and dear ones. But just imagine you are just stuck, all of you, the whole family is stuck with each other 24 by 7 without even stepping out for a single moment, right? It can be tiring sometimes. So for some, it was a great time to catch up, but for some, it was not as easy. I have also been a homemaker for a very long time, and along with it, I have been a freelance language facilitator. So basically, juggling with too many things at a time. And during that time, I had also felt the loss of me time. Moreover, I found it challenging to take classes online. But at the same time, I got an opportunity to explore new things. And I realized that everyone was connected to each other through technology. Isn't it? Don't you remember we used to catch up with each other using video calls, catching up with OTT platforms, binge watching movies, creating new recipes, so many things, isn't it? So, technology was basically our savior. And especially if I talk about the people living in urban areas, so technology, they had we people living in urban areas, most of us had access to internet and smartphones. And that is when I started exploring storytelling. For the first time ever, I had registered to attend an online session on Zoom. Though I was lucky to have a supportive family and means to attend the session, but the lack of technical knowledge led me to miss half of the session. And that is when a thought hit me hard. I realized how blessed I was that I had an understanding and supportive family who happily understood my need to have my own undisturbed space, who helped me to log into a Zoom session. I actually started wondering that how many people, especially women, do have that liberty, or rather a choice. How many of them can stand up for themselves? How many girls, how many women, how many people can have some time to relax or have entertainment all to themselves? Basically, I was wondering how many people can stand up for themselves, can demand, okay, I'm tired, let me relax. As an individual, as a woman, as a mother, as a homemaker, as a teacher, I wanted to do something about it. But the question was, what and how? And that is when one of my friends, Ravneet, gave me an idea. She taught me how to start a podcast. For a person like me who knew enough technology to use WhatsApp and had a smartphone, the idea of podcasting was too far fetched and, to be honest, scary. I wanted to do something that did not require me or my target audience to spend that money. In fact, spend any money. I wanted to do something that could bring a smile on someone's face, that could make someone feel relaxed, unwind, de stress, basically, feel at peace, have some time for themselves. And with this sole aim of bringing a smile on listeners' face, I started Bachpan Ke Pitare Se. And little did I know that it would take me so far. It would give me my new identity as a storyteller, content creator, and so much more. With each episode of this podcast, I discovered a new self. I got so many new perspectives. I have learned so much. And most of all, the kind of response that I have got from listeners is overwhelming. When people share that they feel relaxed after listening to my voice or this podcast, I feel good. Recently, there was this listener who shared that her son, who's almost 8 or 9 years old, he listens to Bachpan Ke Pitare Se when he doesn't feel good, or sometimes when he's not feeling too well. He listens to different episodes just randomly and he feels energized. This makes me so emotional. I just knew that this is the kind of thing I want to do. Let's move ahead. And over the years, I've realized one thing, that we cannot change anything outside unless we change from inside. So, taking the examples from my life, from the experiences of people around me, From this month onwards, a new section is being added to the regular format of Bachpan Ke Pitare Se. The way I feel empowered after working on myself, I would now love to do my bit. So here we go with the first announcement. Bachpan Ke Pitare Se is going to promote people and products that help individuals to work on themselves, help them de-stress, unwind, and most importantly, that help people to explore within themselves. Let us all work on ourselves, understand, introspect our own selves, overcome our fears and challenges. And if nothing else, then at least try out new things, learn about new things, people, stories, arts, and there's so much more new to explore. And now it's time for me to give you the second announcement. Announcement number 2. The launch of a detailed podcasting workshop where I will handhold you to create your own platform for yourself. So, by creating my podcasts, I realize that these days I feel podcasting is an essential life skill which is required in present times. My podcasts, Bachpan Ke Pitare Se and Ripple's Alacritus Learning with Deepa, have proved to be game changers for me in so many ways. My podcasts have helped me to showcase my talent and build my profile. I have been able to network, learn new things, and I have become self dependent in many ways. My work can reach people worldwide. People know me because of my podcasts. And most importantly, it has empowered me in ways I had never imagined. Creating these podcasts has improved my technical skills, my social skills, my language skills, my communication. It has helped me to upskill and, above all, connect with people, discover and embrace my new self. I find myself to be a better person now with more empathy, more understanding, more compassion. I have become more confident now, and most importantly, I feel happier. What gives me immense joy is to know that people love listening to my stories. They listen to my stories when they want to enjoy lighter moments. They feel energized after listening to Bachpan Ke Pitare Se. As I shared an example earlier of a small child, long back I had received a call from one of the listeners who happens to be a good friend also. And she called me, Deepa, continue doing this. I feel relaxed. I feel happy when I'm listening to Bachpan Ke Pitare Se. So when I'm so tensed and I want to unwind, I just switch on Bachpan Ke Pitare Se and feel happier, gain all the energy, and I'm ready to work ahead, start my day or whatever. So all these messages, the phone calls, voice notes, they make me feel grateful. They give me immense joy and satisfaction that I'm doing something right. Here at Bachpan Ke Pitare Se, we are all about creating a ripple of joy in your life. One story, one poem, one heartfelt moment. Every episode is my little attempt to help you pause, breathe, and smile. To share words that inspire, motivate, offer fresh perspectives, and maybe give you something to reflect on. But most importantly, it's your me time, a space just for you. Because when we take that time out for ourselves, we grow. We empower ourselves and we become stronger, happier version of who we are meant to be. And today, We are talking about something very close to my heart: emotional resilience. The secret ingredient that helps us bounce back, shine brighter, and keep moving forward. So, sit back, relax, and let's open the pitara together. I know it has been a long conversation, but I would like to end this episode with a beautiful poem that I had read on Facebook. So there's this group called Poetry for the Soul on Facebook, and here I read the poem. The title of the poem is Letting Go. We must let go of hurtful things that burn and hiss and bite and sting, that hurt the heart and clip our wings, where we can't fly, we can't sing. I think it's time to turn the page, turn to light, and quiet the rage. I think it's time to turn the page, turn to light, and quiet the rage. Forgive the slights. We cannot change and spread our wings to escape this cage. Aren't these beautiful lines? This poem has been written by Jimmy Osborne. I could connect with this poem so much. Often, people ask me, what is Bachpan Ke Pitare Se? And I respond to them saying, it is that safe space for me which gives me happiness, a sense of purpose, satisfaction. And now I want to say, and I am in a position that I want to help you to find your safe space, help you to create your own platform, build your profile. If you're interested, message me on my Instagram or LinkedIn to know more about being featured in Bachpan Ke Pitare Se or learning podcasting. You can also write to me on bachpankepitsresebkps@gmail.com to know more details. You can find all these links in the description details. So remember to check out the description details. And with this, I would like to take your leave. I'll be back soon with a brand new episode with our first featured guest and explore something new with him or her. It's going to be very exciting. And until then, take very good care of yourselves. Stay happy, stay safe, keep smiling, and most importantly, keep loving yourselves. Thank you. Have a great day ahead.